She just has an energy about him. He's a young coach, so he's going to bring so much energy and just a different. I wasn't here before, so I don't really know, but I just know that he's going to bring a lot of energy.
Yeah, how much did you get to know them?
A lot. I know them pretty well. Yeah.
What kind of impact did they make in your receiving classes?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like when like how did you feel it in terms of their recruiting style? In terms of like when they came, like, did you feel comfortable with them?
Yeah.
Like, in
Yeah.
what ways did they make you feel comfortable?
Just building personal relationships with me, talking about stuff that's not football.
So the coaches, when Michigan was recruiting you, who were the coaches that recruited you the most?
Those two, Coach Maddie and Coach Washington.
And which Ohio State coach recruited you the most?
Coach Jay.
Okay. So, like, the three coaches that recruited you the hardest all wound up
same place.
Is that, like, when that happened, were you like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, what? But I'm happy. It's great.
Would it have been, if you had picked Michigan, it'd be a little different now, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's like all your guys left.
Yeah.
Instead, all your guys came here. When you, and I know, you talked about this, but when you made the choice, those relationships, the relationship with Coach Johnson, the relationship with Coach Madison and Coach Washington, how was that part of your thinking compared to all the other things that go into it, the school and the program? And
that was probably the most important thing. That was probably the hardest part about picking a school and knowing I had to say no to two of the schools I like the most. Is that the relationships that I built. So that was probably the hardest part, saying no and kind of closing that door on a relationship in a way. But I told Coach Jay, I get to continue that relationship, so it was just joy on both parts.
So you had to close those doors, and then they opened back up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you know this stuff was happening? Did you have any idea?
Nope.
What do you remember when you first heard Coach Madison and Coach Washington are coming to Ohio State?
That's dope. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you think that those coaches being here makes your transition a little easier?
Not really, because I'm not really with them very often. Coach Maddie is one of the D coordinators, and Coach Wash is with the linebackers, so I'm not. I'll see them, but not as much as see Coach Jay, the strength staff here.
Does it aid though in being comfortable a little bit?
Kind of, yeah.
So watching you play in high school, what was it like being in the weight room in high school versus being in the weight room here?
It's just more intense. Everything's faster paced, and everything's in high school. We didn't really have we had our workout on the board, and we kind of went through it. But here, the coaches have the workout, and they run you through it. So it's just that much more focus on detail, and every rep is being scrutinized, and so you have to do it. So you're going to get that much better.
And this is true with a lot of guys at Ohio State. In high school, you were the biggest, fastest, strongest guy, right?
Yeah.
So then you come here, and there's a lot of big, fast, strong guys. What is that transition like? Does it motivate you? Like, hey, there's a lot of guys like me, or is it not scary, but is it intimidating? Like,
it's a little bit of both, because I know everyone's good here, but it's I like it because I'm being pushed. In the weight room, guys like Coop and some of the old heads, they were the same as I was coming out, so they're 3-4 years already in, so they're pushing me, and I'm they're pushing me that much harder.
Did you know Jonathan Cooper and Malik Harrison before you came here? Being a local guy and being someone from Central Ohio?
No.
Have you talked to him since as far as playing in front of their own family with things?
I talked to Coop once about it on the way home. Took me home. He said he likes being close to home and all this stuff. But,
I'm sure you've already been asked this a few times. But what was the contributing factor for you coming to Ohio State?
There was a bunch of factors. The fact that, like I said, it was close to home. To play in front of my family, and my parents come to all my games, and my friends, and just the tradition of greatness at Ohio State. That was one of the big things. I wanted to be great when it's all said and done. I know Ohio State, their greatness is you link with Ohio State, so I know that if I put in the work, I'll come out and be great.
Zach, what do you envision for your first year? Sometimes it takes guys a little while to acclimate in that spot.
Like I said, I'm just going to come work hard. When whatever happens, I'm not worried about playing time or this many snaps or this many sacks. I just want to work hard.
Does it help? Maybe you don't view it this way, but you mentioned Chase and Coop and some of the veterans that are around. Ohio State doesn't have to have you be a star right away.
Yeah.
You have time. Is that?
It helps because I can learn. They can help me. They push me really hard. that's one of that. That's a plus for being here.
Zach, I know a couple of the guys that I've talked to so far have said that even as little time as they've spent here, the weight room's already made a difference.
Yeah.
Has it for you? And if so, has your weight changed? I mean, like if you
Yeah.
added 10 pounds to your bench, like what's the difference?
I don't really know like how much my weight changed, but like one of the big things for me is like I wasn't flexible coming in, so just doing like the warm up and stretching like every day in gym, and that's helped like my flexibility and my movement skills.
Mat drills this morning.
Yeah.
I understand that the energy that coach brings is sort of high.
Yeah, real high. Yeah, all the coaches they're juiced. It was fun. It was definitely challenging, but it was fun to compete and get out there and everything.
Okay. What about mat drills is fun? I mean, I've seen video and it doesn't look it.
It doesn't look fun. Like
No, it doesn't.
You got to be kind of built different. Like it's just like to compete and to like, get out here and work and sweat and all that grind. I enjoy that. It's fun.
Working with Larry Johnson, how's that been?
Good so far. Yeah. So far we've only had a couple sessions because I just got here. He's on the road recruiting, so it's gonna start picking up soon. But yeah, I can't wait to get with Coach Jay.
Would you be here if he wasn't?
I don't know. It's not because that would change a lot. If he wasn't here, it would change the past 4 years of my recruiting. So I have no idea how that would end up.
You also had a good relationship with Coach Washington. He was recruiting you, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about him? We haven't gotten to him yet.
Coach Washington, he's a I like him a lot. He's a family guy. He's got a lot of energy, a lot of juice. He really loves his players, loves the guys that he works with.
I think those guys are a good combo. They bring a lot of different things to the table. Larry, Coach Johnson, and Washington.
Yeah, they're a good combo.
Zach, how different was it just watching Coach Washington and Madison come over from Michigan?
I mean, how different was it?
Yeah,
It was just,
surprising you, or was it?
yeah, it was surprising. I'm happy they're here.
They were like pretty big on your recruitment on the other end. Is it kind of like you got everything?
I guess, yeah. You could say that. I mean, I'm happy they're here.
Zach, what's interesting is there's a lot of people, whether it's coaches or recruits, who have direct decisions about where to go. They can go to Ohio State, they can go to Michigan, and which decision they make has a huge impact on the direction of each program. And you're one of those players. I mean, now that you're here at Ohio State and you're on this side of the rivalry, have you ever really taken much thought into like what your decision actually means for the trajectory of both programs?
No, not really at all.
I know the rivalry was reinforced here. Has Madison and Washington, they talked to you about it since they've gotten here? Is that something they talked
No, I haven't talked to you about that.
Have they accidentally worn for you?
No, that's what I've seen. I've only seen black and red from them. That's a plus.
Zach, I'm sure you would have been asked when Urban just announced his retirement. I think you knew before the rest of us.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind?
When he retired, I knew Coach Day was going to step in. I knew things weren't going to be that much different than what he built. I knew it was going to be. Coach Meyer is one of the greatest of all time to coach college football, so that's going to be a loss in this program. But I have faith in Coach Day full-heartedly. I trust Coach Day, and I know he's going to just take the program and soar with it.
Talk about your decision to come here early. Is that a tough decision to leave high school behind?
Kind of, yeah, but I was ready to go. I made this decision 2.5 years ago, so it wasn't even like a thought when it came time to it.
I'm sure I'm sorry if you've been asked this already, but as you've seen Justin come to the program and the lessons brought, what have you seen out of him, and what do you think he's going to bring to this program?
I have no idea. I don't know how to evaluate quarterbacks. I just know he's a cool dude. I like hanging out with him. So. As a person, I like him. So I have no idea.
That's what I mean. Like less about like the on-field stuff, but more.
Oh yeah, he's just one of the dudes.
Does it look like he fits in pretty well?
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting thing, being a lot of hoopla with him.
Yeah, he just fits in great.
What is it like joining a room with that many? I mean, there's about 1 million defensive ends on the team. What is it like joining that kind of group?
It's cool. One of the cool things is getting to know the guys and being close with them. It's one of the biggest things, and being able to learn from them because they've been here and they know more than I do. So just being able to soak it all up.
What are you looking forward to learning from Coach Johnson?
Everything he knows, I want to learn. I want to know.